Okay, now I have let this set up quite a bit, so now it's closer to leather hard. It's a little flexible. When I hold it holds its shape, but I can still bend it a little bit and it won't break. And so now I know it's not going to slump on me. It's going to hold its shape nicely, so I'm going to go ahead and score and slip and attach. So now since my clay has dried on me a little bit, since it's closer to leather hard, I really need to make sure I do a good job scoring. So I'm scoring pretty deeply, and I'm scoring in 2 different directions. And because the clay is dry, a little drier, it just needs to be better attached. Otherwise, if I don't do a good job scoring and slipping, this top portion is going to pop right off. And I've seen it happen a lot of times. And usually it happens in the bisque firing, and you can see right away that the person that did it didn't do a very good job scoring or slipping. And so really make sure you score this portion well and use plenty of slip. So press it down, make sure you see a lot of slip squeeze through, let you know you used enough slip. And now this scoring is super important because now I've just closed off my piece. I can't get to the inside portion. And so the only thing that's going to help hold it together is the welding coil that I put on here. And I'm going to end up scraping away a good portion of that welding coil because I don't want it to distort my shape. And so the part that's left is the part that's going to be in those score lines and what's really going to help hold it together. And so that's why I'm definitely very generous with my score lines. I'm pretty deep with them. And I'm actually going to score this one in 3 different directions because I know I want to give the welding coil as much room to go inside these score lines to help hold it together as possible. So I've just scored it in 3 different directions. And oftentimes when you build like this top portion doesn't always match up super well. There's usually places where it underhangs or it overhangs. And so I make a somewhat generous welding coil to go around that outside edge to help compensate for any sort of discrepancies. So now I'm just going to blend in my welding coil. And again, I'm trying not to scrape it away. I'm really trying to compress it and push it into those score lines. And then I'm going to do a little bit more compressing and cleaning up at the same time. So I'm just going to really press that coil in. And so you can see I've not scraped any away really yet at all. I'm just really trying to push that in. But now I'm going to scrape away this excess off the top. So there you have it. It's stuck to the board. There we go. And so actually, this is the shape I was going for. So I built it on its side, and now it's right side up.